Hey guys, this is Trade with Edge once again, and in this short video I want to give you a quick update on our newest release of the second day stats. So in our last video you saw that I use a specific kind of scripts to identify historical stats to really get an edge in trading. So that's our name, Trade with Edge. And this is our project, this is what we try to improve. And you saw that this little script for Thinkorswim is available, and we see the first day stats. So if something gaps up, and you can insert the input. In this case I inserted like 20%. So if we see a gap of 20%, what is likely? And the simple question, what is likely, can be easily answered. And you see in 13 out of total 15 examples on this specific stock, it closes red. So it closes below the open and it's 87% likely. So we see the average spike, we see the average high when we have a closing price above the open. So you gather different kinds of stats with this tool. And then we have a second tool, which is called the second day stats. And you see, we'd simply ask if something moved, in this example, 20% on the first day. Then we identify what happened historically on the next day. So day plus one. And we simply see, okay, here are the cyan triangles, and that daily wick here was at least closing higher than 20% to the prior day. So then we identify what is likely to happen on the next day, and you see right here that we have a total of 23 examples, and we see that from those 23 examples we have 16 occasions, which is 70%, where it closes below the open print. And you see it's exactly that pattern. So we have a change on the first day. We have a huge gap up, and this is why we identify two colors, dark blue and lighter blue. So because it is identified for the first day tool, like here, because it gapped above 20%. So we can play it on the first day because we have the stats available that it's likely to close below the open print, that it's likely to just spike like 13%, that it's likely to really drop. That's all on day one. But now on the second day we know, oh, yesterday the runner was T, R, and X. So what's likely today? And that's the second. Okay, now we see it identified because, yeah, it tanked down, but at least it closed above 20% still, you know. So the difference between the closing print and the close price on the first day was more than 20%. And then you see, okay, it closes red or below the open 70% of the time. So you can take huge advantage of the statistics you find with this tool. Yeah, and the second day stats tool is not only available for Thinkorswim, and that is the main update, guys. We also made it available for TradingView. So you see, it really looks the same. So if we go to TRNX, you see it's so fast. You see RHE, it's so fast. It just use a second and there you go. So we go back to TRNX and you see, okay, now the same question. You can easily import it to your library. You see the link below, so you can just get the tool from us. It's that simple. Then you can go into the settings. So you go into the settings, and what you can change is the minimal change on day one. So we ask if the first day was at least closing 20%, and please look over the 5 last years, and we can change this to maybe 3 years to 10 years, whatever is you want to backtest. But be aware, if the stock just trades for the last 3 years, don't go further back, because then we have like a small error and it does not calculate. So check that the data that you put in here is actually available on the stock. So in this case, now we ask, okay, if the percentage gain on day one is greater than or equals 20%. And on the second day we see then, okay, it closes below the open in 70% of the time right here. And we see that, right? And from there you can easily use this tool to investigate if you really want to hold a swing overnight, if you want to short the red to green move, and so on. So for the red to green move, there's a small stat in here, and you see it says the high of day of the second day is below yesterday's, so below day one close. And this is true for 67% of the time. So by simply shorting against the red to green line, putting a stop above the red to green line, you see the trade is 67% likely to be successful. So you now know how to really use the stats, how to really change the inputs. As you see, now we can go back over the last 3 years and so on. It's pretty simple. You just use it from the indicators tool. From indicators you can search it, and it's on invitation. So you can buy this little tool from us for 97 bucks, and then just give us your TradingView handle, which is the username from your TradingView profile, and then we give you an invitation. So by doing that, you then can go in here, you can look for the second day stats tool, which you see here, and it's an invitation, but we would give you access to this tool. So it's that simple, and then you just can use it on your TradingView platform. Currently we're working on the first day gap stats tool for TradingView. As you see, we have both available for Thinkorswim. We have one available for TradingView, but we're about to launch the new tool as well, so you can just pick the tools for the platform of your choice. So simply go to the links below and let me know what you think, if you have any further questions, and then I really want to help you improve your edge. So trade with edge. See you next time. Peace.